Hi girls, so today I'm going to be doing a designer video for a change. I know on my channel I mostly talk about niche fragrances, and it's not for any specific reason, it's just that's what I have in my collection more than designer fragrances. And honestly, I really need to go and purchase my favorite designer fragrances. I really need to. Anyways, I wanted to make a designer video because I hear your requests, I read them all the time, and it makes me feel guilty, and it's not your fault, it's my fault for not... I have a fragrance channel, I need to cover all of the different fragrances. Designer, niche, independent, really cheap, celebrity, I need to do everything, but I'm just sorry because I have mostly niche in my collection. Bit of a rant, but anyways, today's video is gonna be my fall/winter recommendations for women within the designer world. I forgot a fragrance, but I'm back. So anyways, some of them are new, some of them you've heard me talk about, and some I think may surprise you. So I'm really excited for this video, and let's get into it. So the first fragrance that I have on my list is from Christian Dior, and it is Dior Addict. Now, I have my bottle in Australia. I feel like I've said this phrase so many times that it's pissing me off. I have this bottle in Australia. Anyways, I really miss it in my collection because Dior Addict is such a magnificent fragrance, especially for the fall and winter. Dior Addict, it's a beautiful vanilla scent, but it's so decadent. It is a creamy, smooth, vanillic, white floral with like this creamy, woody vibe. It is just amazing. A little bit green as well. Wow, what a magnificent fragrance. I miss it so much. It's very opulent, it's very classy. It's for a woman who is very classy, but she wants to be noticed, and she's a little mysterious. Dior Addict, wow. I haven't smelled this fragrance in such a long time, and I don't know if you guys agree, but for me it's one of the most beautiful fragrances, and from Dior it's one of the best in my opinion. So Dior Addict Eau de Parfum from Christian Dior is my first recommendation. By the way guys, do you like my commitment? I live in Dubai, and I'm wearing a sweater, like a big sweater for this video to get into the fall vibes. But I'm really fucking hot, I'm sweating so much. Next up we have Jazz Club from Maison Margiela, and in my opinion, the best from Margiela by far. Jazz Club is so sexy, it's crazy. Like every time I smell this, I get a nosegasm, literally. It just happens. Woody, boozy, creamy, spicy, a little sweet, a little smoky. It gives me like, if you guys liked my recommendation with Gris Chanel by BDK Parfum, then I think you would love Jazz Club because they sit in the same universe to me. Same with Santal Complet from Fragrance du Bois. They sit, all of these fragrances, they kind of sit in this same world of like creamy sandalwood scents. Jazz Club is just amazing. Like I said, my top recommendation from Maison Margiela, along with Whispers in the Library. I really like Coffee Break. I'm not a big fan of By the Fireplace, I'm not gonna lie. I used to really like it, but now I find it really heavy and sickening. But Jazz Club, it's where it's at 100%. I wear this all the time, and I have a big collection, so for me to make a dent like that, it's a pretty big deal. Okay, so next up, another one back home in Australia. We have Coco from Chanel. I also love Coco Noir, like so much, but I wanted to add a vintage fragrance into this list, and my favorite is Coco from Chanel. I just love that scent, and I miss it so much. It's balsamic, it's powdery, it's very spicy, ambery, warm. What a scent. It's an amazing scent, and out of all of the vintage fragrances, like very vintage scents, I think it's the most appealing and the most friendly, if that makes sense, because Shalimar, it's very complex, it's leathery, it's kind of fecal almost. Like the one that I have, the Eau de Toilette, it's like a little bit fecal smelling, so it can be a bit off-putting. Chanel No. 5, it's an overdose of aldehyde, so it's also very polarizing. Whereas Coco, I feel like she's nice. Like she's very sexy, very vintage, red, like a smoky eye, red lip, beautiful dress, but she's more appealing and friendly. So that's why I wanted to recommend her today. She's one of my favorites. I need her back in my life, and yeah. Next up, I'm about to blow your mind. We have Mugler Angel, not Alien, Angel. Now, I think in terms of fall/winter fragrances, I think Mugler does some of the best. They have Angel, they have Alien, they have Angel Muse, they have So many amazing fragrances for the fall and winter, and honestly it's one of my favorite designer houses. Like typical designer houses, I think they're not doing anything creative or crazy. They're always staying with like what's commercial, what's gonna sell, and what's gonna be popular, you know? Whereas Mugler, I really feel like none of the fragrances are like that, yet they become super popular and super well known. So anyways, going on a rant here, Angel. Spicy, sweet. It was the first gourmand ever created. It's just amazing. I used to hate it because I used to have a very strong dislike towards patchouli, but now I really love patchouli in the type of way that I like it, which is not too heavy and vintage smelling. It's more like sparkly patchouli is what I like. Anyways, Angel is amazing. It's chocolate, it's the patchouli chocolatey sort of vibe, like Intoxicated from Kilian, and it's just wow. It projects so much. You're gonna get noticed. It's gonna be very nostalgic because people probably smelled this really long time ago and not as many people wear it nowadays, but Angel is just amazing for the fall and winter. And then I'm gonna have to go ahead and recommend the flanker, Angel Muse. Had to talk about it. It's one of the most incredible gourmands for the fall and winter. It's chocolatey, it's cacao, it has the patchouli, but it's very different. It's very, actually, I'm not even sure if it has patchouli in it. Anyways, Angel Muse, it really smells like Nutella powder. If Nutella was put in a powder format, it would smell like Angel Muse. It's fantastic, it projects, people can smell you, it lasts a long time, you're gonna get noticed. It's just wow, that's all I can say. So yeah, definitely look at this one to buy for the fall and winter. Next up, I'm gonna shock you guys again and recommend you a men's fragrance right here. And if you're scared of wearing men's fragrances, it's not a big deal, you don't have to, but I really recommend that you do try. Me, I wear so many men's fragrances and I don't really notice a gender when it comes to smelling fragrances. Although some can smell more masculine, some can smell more feminine, I personally wear whatever I want and I encourage you guys to do the same. This is Viktor Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme. I just want to smell amazing, like that's it. I don't care if it smells like a man or a woman, I just want to smell amazing all the time. Oh la la. Spice Bomb Extreme. Smooth, creamy, sandalwood, tobacco, cinnamon, pink pepper. Lots of vanilla. It's very woody and creamy. It's a little like a jazz club vibe. So if you like jazz club, you might like Spice Bomb Extreme. It's just amazing. It lasts a long time. You get compliments, you get noticed. I wear it actually quite a lot, guys. When it cools down, I love to wear this one, and I love to wear this one for myself. It is just fantastic. If you don't know this fragrance, you need to go and pick it up and smell it because I really recommend this one to women in the fall and winter. It's a great scent. I feel like guys, sometimes they have better fragrances than girls, which is very sad. And girls' fragrances, I didn't know this until kind of recently, are more expensive than guys' fragrances, which I think is super sexist. So next up we have one from Tom Ford, and I'm gonna go ahead and recommend the Black Beast from Tom Ford, and that is Black Orchid. Now, there is a lot, again, from Tom Ford that are appropriate for the fall and winter, but I just want to include one. Like, you have Black Orchid, you have Velvet Orchid, you have Tom Ford Noir Parfum, you have so many from the private collection, Shanghai Lily, Santal Blush, whoa, Noir de Noir. You have everything. So if I could only choose one, I want to bring back the love to Black Orchid, because for me, Black Orchid, it's such a masterpiece. And it's so memorable. I want people to smell me and be like, whoa. And Black Orchid, it gives me that effect. Like whenever I smell someone wearing this scent, which I didn't smell it in such a long time, I met someone in Paris, it was one of Pierre's friend, and he came up to me, super like cool guy, like into fashion and everything. And he was wearing Black Orchid and I was like, you're wearing Black Orchid? He was like, yes. And I was like, oh, it is just such a masterpiece. It's so dark and mysterious. It's sweet, not too sweet. It's very earthy, very pungent. It has a floralness, but not in an obvious way. Like these days, everyone is all about rose and peony type of scent. This is in such a unique way. It's a bit smoky and dark and musky, and it's just such a signature. Like draws your attention. So I wanted to recommend Black Orchid and tell you guys, if you have it in your collection, pick it up this fall and winter. And if you don't, maybe think about getting a bottle, because I think I will buy a bottle here in Dubai of the Eau de Parfum because I really miss it and I want to wear it again. So Black Orchid from Tom Ford, my fall and winter recommendation. So next up we have a cheapy, but it doesn't smell super cheap. It smells delicious. It is Zara Rich Warm Addictive. Wow, again, it's back home. Miss it a lot. It's a delicious honey, tobacco, coconut. It's just so addictive, this scent. I wish I could just bathe in it. The scent of Rich Warm Addictive is just amazing. It really smells addictive and intoxicating, and you're definitely going to get compliments. It doesn't last long. The longevity is absolutely horrific, but the scent is so good and it's so cheap that you just take it with you in your bag, you reapply it. Definitely recommend it for like an intimate date situation, if you know what I mean by intimate. Spray your sheets, spray your body, maybe like spray a little around your legs. It's so good, very sexy, very addictive, very yummy. Highly recommend this one. Okay, so next up we have next up we have one from Hermes, and it is I just had a brain. L'ombre des mauvais. I cannot say that. L'ombre des mauvais. Anyways, that fragrance, the ambery one, I just think this fragrance is wow. I love it. It's not too intense. It's not too much. I more so recommend this one for the fall time because it's like a great transitioning scent. It's not heavy like a very winter fragrance. It's more of that transitional autumnal scent. It's ambery, it has vanilla, amber, labdanum, it's a bit spicy, it's a little bit fizzy, it's warm, it's a bit powdery, balsamic. Wow, I just love this one as an amber fragrance. And again, there is a lot from Hermes. Sometimes I get anxiety when I'm making a video because I know I can only include so many fragrances in one video. Otherwise, my video will be like 1 hour long. But there is so many scents. Like you have Ambre Narguilé from Hermes, that's also great. There is just so many, like Hypnotic Poison, you have just everything to include. But I really want to make my list nice and precise. So that rhyme. There are so many on the market that I cannot recommend everything. Anyways, my final 2 recommendations. First up, we have Manifesto from Yves Saint Laurent. Actually, the whole entire Manifesto line is fabulous for the fall and winter. They're all very vanillic, all very warm, all very intoxicating scents, so definitely look at all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and recommend the original Manifesto because it's globally available to all of you guys if you were interested in it. It's a super warm, comforting vanilla scent. Warm, creamy, tonka bean, vanilla. For me, it feels like a hug, like the sort of fragrances that you wear and it just comforts you inside. That's what Manifesto smells like, and I really love this one for the fall especially. So Manifesto from Yves Saint Laurent. Finally, you guys are gonna be shocked because I'm gonna recommend a Carolina Herrera Good Girl. This is the Supreme, Carolina Good Girl Supreme, I believe. Let me see. Yes, Good Girl Supreme, I was right. Now, I really love this scent, actually. And I know I've kind of shitted on this fragrance in the past. I used to really love it, and then it became really popular. But when I smell it, I'm so happy that this fragrance is something different. When it came out, it was really a different scent, this like floral mixed with some cacao. It's sweet, it's kind of like, has this mysterious kind of vibe to it. A little like masculine almost, like musky, dark, a bit smoky. But what I love is that all of the designers, they're now doing all of the same type of scents. They're all floral, they're all peony, girly, fruity scents. And this is very unique in terms of a designer release. So I really love it. I would say try the flankers now because the original is really good, but I would try some flankers to switch it up. And the Supreme is very nice. It still smells similar, but I really like this version of it. So Good Girl Supreme from Carolina Herrera. I will try to pick this one up and wear it a little bit more because I do love the scent and I know it's a huge compliment getter with men especially. So yeah, really good one. Love it a lot. So that is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed my designer recommendations. Like I said, there is obviously so many more that I could have included, but I don't want this video to be too long, and yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any other designer video requests that you want me to film, I can do that. Just leave it in the comments down below. Thanks, girls, and see you soon. Bye bye.